New from Radiance is the Agitator box set from Jean-Pierre, a filmmaker whom I have never heard of, and that's always kind of exciting in my book. And I decided to jump into Kill the Referee as the first one I wanted to check out from this set, and boy, was this such a good movie. Not only does Moki direct this one, he is the inspector in this film. As it opens up, we have two teams about to play a football match, and we kind of follow the referee. His pre-game ritual as he's talking to his girlfriend, as they're kind of having a kind of subtle conversation about their relationship. One of those conversations where there's definitely an underlying tension there, where you're not sure how it's going to play out.
Alors pourquoi tu viens pas vivre avec moi à Paris?
Pour faire ton ménage?
Non, pour ça, j'ai une grosse dame moustachue.
We get to meet a bunch of the fans that are there as well. And when the game goes on, the ref gives a penalty to one of the teams, which causes the other team to be knocked out of this competition, and the fans are livid. They're just not having this. This is ridiculous. This referee has too much power, and you know what? Somebody needs to teach him a lesson.
Silence, messieurs! Ah, mais non, mais voilà l'arbitre, hein! On va le foutre à poil, l'arbitre! Avec son sifflet dans le cul, comme ça il fera des bulles.
And it's been over one night as these fans chase down the referee, looking to cause more and more damage and destruction to his life. And there is something so compelling about this one, because the thuggish nature of the fans is a variety of people. They are young women, they are old middle-aged guys who you can imagine having some kind of respectable career. Monday to Friday, they go and do their job, maybe run an office, deal with their whatever. At the weekend, they seem to lose all common sense as they get together with the other fans. And I loved this aspect of the movie, the aspect of these seemingly regular people that become maniacal and crazed at a game.
Veux l'adresse de l'arbitre?
Mais je l'ai pas, moi, l'adresse!
Laissez-moi ce salaud-là! Mais tu as craché cette adresse!
Mais vous êtes cinglés!
Tu as craché, oui!
Vous êtes
Mais tu as craché, oui, cette adresse! Mais tu as craché, oui, cette adresse!
As they start to encourage each other, as they refuse to allow others to back down, as they push peer pressure onto each other, driving that line in the sand deeper and deeper beyond their boundaries. These people become crazed through consequences that happen because of their actions. There is a moment in the film where you feel as if everything could just fizzle out. It could just be, they've got their blood up, they're chasing the referee, they're trying to find him, and they can't find him for a while, and you can feel it just settling down. But something happens that becomes a kind of driving catalyst for the antagonist of the piece, one of the kind of leaders of the football fans. I won't spoil it just now, but something happens, and to kind of get himself out of a sticky situation, he throws more dirt at the referee, driving everybody on to get him. He needs to kill this man or have him be killed to kind of stop anything from coming his way. And all the way through this, you have the referee and his girlfriend unaware for the first part how much danger they're in, how rabid this fan base is, as they just kind of try to deal with their situation. They have these silly arguments. There's one about dinner. She wants to go out for something to eat. He's too tight to pay for an expensive meal. And these kind of like almost lovers' tiff of unimportant things, it comes to the forefront. But it's one of the kind of driving narratives of the film as they are going through this highly intense situation. Every time they get a moment, they kind of refer back to their relationship. It's almost like a counselling session as they deal with this rabid fan base and then have a quiet moment and talk about themselves, how they're going to move on in the future, their lives, their relationship, how it will evolve.
J'ai besoin d'un homme pour m'appuyer, pas d'un fonctionnaire à siffler. Et puis t'as réussi l'examen de passage.
And although it's a deep genre movie and it's played for laughs a lot of the time, it's very comedic, it has this almost ill-fitting score throughout it that sometimes was a little bit grating and a little bit, that doesn't sit right, and other times was welcoming to see it coming back. It ties all these together by giving us characters with wants and needs and issues and good points and bad points, and puts them in peril. It's wonderful. It's wonderfully entertaining. If you want to just sit back and watch the silliness, it's there. If you want to dig deeper into the rampant male psyche without regulation, as they just implode and reach out in violence and want to escalate that and drive each other on, it's there. If you want to focus on the relationship aspect as they work through whatever issues they have throughout this torrid night, it's there as well. There's so much going on in this genre film that just feels incredibly fun. I loved Kill the Referee. This was a great start to this Mocky box set, and I am eager to move on to the next one. Even having him in the film is kind of fun. He's not giving himself a lot to do, and there's always the need to have cigarettes hanging from him whenever he's discussing in the film. He's there maybe a little bit too much, but it's fun. Everything is just fun and entertaining about this, and the fact that there is more to it than just the typical genre stuff elevated it so much more for me. Incredibly funny as well. It is ridiculous how he manages to move from funny to severely dangerous right back to funny again within the same sequence. It's masterful. I loved Kill the Referee. Already I'm excited about checking out the rest in this set. Let's dive in and look at the extras on this disc. Here we are in the disc for Kill the Referee. Let's go to the special features. First up we have Philippe Auclair. Journalist and broadcaster Philippe Auclair explores why non-football fan Mocky chose to tell this story, and how the film became a major talking point in France following the high-profile football stadium disasters of the 80s. This is 17 minutes 4 seconds. He talks a lot about Mocky's lack of enthusiasm for football and how he kind of predated the hooliganism that would perpetrate the 80s. Next, we have Eric Leroy, assistant director on Kill the Referee and longtime friend and collaborator of Mocky, discusses his experiences and memories of making the film, filmed in 2022. This is 30 minutes 54 seconds, and he focuses a lot on Mocky and how he kind of looked at his movies, how he liked to film different characters, how he found the actors to bring them in, how he tried to make them unique looking, how he liked the kind of unique faces, and if someone's a little bit too pretty, he's going to add something to make them a little bit more memorable. And his experience of directing and working with them was great. Next up we have Jean-Pierre Mocky in this interview filmed for the French TV show Le Devin in 1987. He sits down with Henry Jean-Pierre to discuss his early life, his struggle to get films funded, his early days working with Fellini and Jean-Paul Belmondo, and the private Mocky. And this is 17 minutes 42 seconds. And I've got to say, the setup for this is really weird. It feels like you're prying on a psychiatric session, a therapy session. He's lying back on a couch. There's a kind of scholarly gentleman asking and probing questions about his life. It's weird, but there's lots of great information here. Next, we have a set report from 1983 in the episode Mardi Cinema on the upcoming Kill the Referee, featuring on-set interviews with Michel, Jean-Pierre Mocky and Eddie Michel. This is 4 minutes 33 seconds. It's a promotional piece. It's a fun addition. And finally, we have the trailer on this release as well. That's the extras for Kill the Referee. So there we have it. Kill the Referee, the first movie I watched from the Agitator set. I will be moving on to the other two really quickly because hell of a lot of fun here. I would love to know if you picked up this set. Are you planning to get it? Have you watched any of the movies or have you seen Kill the Referee? Let me know your thoughts on this film in the comment box below. Whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. I can't wait to read what you thought about this one. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff in the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program and manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.